Should I look in the camera? Okay. I'm Brittany Thomas. I am from Kansas City. I played volleyball at Lipscomb University and graduated in 2018.
Yeah, I'm Megan Sullivan. I transferred to Lipscomb to play volleyball. I got here in 2017. I graduated in 2020.
Hello, my name is Alexander McMinn, and I ran cross country and track here at Lipscomb from 2011 to 2013.
So I met Natalie in the fall of 2015 when her and Brian started having the volleyball team over for dinner.
The most pivotal, I think, point of my relationship with Natalie was I was asking a lot of questions, and I walked out of her house one night and she walked me to the door like she always does.
We started finding ourselves at their home more and more, just hanging out.
And she looked at me and she was like, you know, I really want you to know about Jesus' life. And I was like, lady, I am just trying to go home and go to bed. Like, that is really sweet of you. And she was like, no, like really, I think you just need to hear about his life, and we should do a Bible study. And I was like, had not a lot of interest in that, but she just followed through. And so she just, she set it up, she got me a journal, and we just started meeting weekly at her house. And that was when I feel like we really developed a strong relationship.
There's this moment where Nat and Brian and the kids walk into our church, and we're helping with the college ministry there at Hillsboro, and they kind of sit in the back, and Brady's laying down and Tori's sitting there, and Brian and Nat are just there, and they kind of just said, hey, we want to be a part of this, can we help? And I've known them long before that, but that's the moment in my mind where I'm like, our relationship really went to the next level, our friendship. It wasn't just mentorship, it was like we became close friends.
They got to be parents to us in Nashville when most of our parents were very far away, so their home became our home.
Yes! Yes!
Natalie led me to Jesus. I don't know if I don't know if I would know him without her.
Natalie was, the best. You see people in a different light when you're in their homes with their families, and most people want that to be their, their getaway, their oasis, whereas Brian and Natalie were so generous with opening up their home to all of us.
Natalie did an amazing job at letting you know you're loved.
I think the Lord can do whatever he wants. But he used Natalie to call me home to him.
She just had so much patience for all of us. All 30 of us are always running around in their home, just throwing balls, breaking things.
Yeah, Natalie taught me how to love.
She did an unbelievable job of letting you know that she loved you. There's no question about that.
She taught me just what it's like to be present in the moment, how to be hospitable.
I think being able to see someone be such a servant and be so selfless and not expect anything back was one of the first times I've ever seen that portrayed so well.
She just ultimately loved me. I think the way that Jesus calls us to love others. And I don't know that I really realized that when she was here to the degree that I do now.
Every time that we meet with the college kids, or my wife and I sit down or have them over to the house, and I'm always thinking about, hey, what did Brian and Nat do, and what do they still do with the legacy they continue to live and the life they continue to live. And that's certainly a huge part of it. It's just that it's not about her, it's about the kingdom. First and foremost, end of the day, end of story, that's what she cared about the most.
I've come to really appreciate how hard that was and how much I want to emulate that like she was able to.
think one of the biggest qualities that I'll hold on to and always remember about Natalie is her hospitality.
And just watching them open their home on a consistent basis. I mean, I ate way more food at their house than I've probably ever eaten in my own house. They fed us. Sometimes they even let us stay there while they were out of town and kind of house sit and dog sit. And
She thought about us so much more than I think any of us realized, and she prayed for us, and our names were in her journal.
But the biggest part that I want to remember about Natalie's life forever is the way that she was able to be interrupted. And I think that's what we see Jesus do really well. She was never too busy or never too preoccupied, and I never felt like I was a burden. I just always felt seen, known, and loved in her presence.
Just seeing like how hard she worked out her faith, that for me I could see someone who it looked like her faith was totally put together, but she was still praying for things that I thought she was an expert at.
Merry Christmas. Thanks to Cam, Kate, Jenny, Cam, Robbie and Molly, Alan, Emily, Butler and Lane, and a special thanks to Danny B, who does not want to be my friend on Snapchat.
Gosh, there's so many moments that I can remember with Natalie that just bring a smile to my face. Anytime being around her kitchen table was just beautiful. I think it was a piece of heaven.
Anytime she laughed, I mean, those were my favorite moments, like really laughed. Anytime she played sports, she was so bad at sports. I don't know, those were my favorite.
she is my sister. She is a daughter of the King and somebody who is somewhere pretty unbelievable right now, and I miss her greatly.